Hi guys, so this week I want to talk about meal planning for the entire week from beginning to end and what I actually do. And the first thing I do is pray every single morning. So do you actually plan your meals for the week? Do you even know where to start? I didn't. Not to have healthy choices and have a healthy plan throughout the week. But I have developed a system for myself where I can know what I'm going to buy, I know what I'm going to make, and I know what my week's eating is going to look like. It's pretty foolproof for me. The only way I can mess it up is if I mess it up on purpose. So let's talk about it. Getting my produce. Approved food list, and I went shopping and I got some salsa, some grapes, some salad greens, some rayos. I like the caramelized onion. I got red, yellow, and orange peppers, a big thing of ground turkey, some blueberries, some sweet potatoes for some sweet potato broccoli soup. I got 3 Western Gala apples, purple onion, cucumber, some zucchini, and some on the vine tomatoes. They only had these. This is the oil-free vinaigrette one. They do still have the organic honey in them. And then I got the sesame ginger one. And then they didn't have, well, the ones that they have that I like that have less fruit but more vegetables, these were on sale, 2 for $5. So I end up getting these, and what I do is I dilute them. I dilute them with twice as much water as in the container. And so that is my haul from the store. And I'll have zoodles with some salsa and marinara and make like a pasta with some ground turkey out of that. And I'll have salad, and I'm gonna make this into sweet potato and broccoli soup, and I'll have salad and soup with some of the vegetables on the salad for dinner. I will have the blueberries, the grapes, and the vegetables, other vegetables for the salads that I make for in the morning. And that is my haul. I already have some stuff. Like I already have I got some peas too. I forgot to pull those out of the freezer that I just bought. I bought some green beans and some peas. I'm gonna add some peas to the soup along with some broccoli that I already have. And that's kind of what I'll be eating on the rest of this week. I use my notes app on my phone to add foods that I want to prepare for the week to my food list, and to use the God approved foods that are on that list for when I grocery shop each and every week. All right, let's start with my God approved food list that I have pinned to the top of my notes. And in my God approved food list, what I have is what I buy each week. And if I want to try a recipe, I put it in my grocery list, what to buy this week. That's my grocery list for the week. And I check off everything that I buy. As you saw me in the grocery store buying things, I didn't go through the whole store with everything. I just gave a sample. But I also had on this week vegetable broth because I wanted to make the sweet potato and broccoli soup. So that's my weekly grocery list. And then I break it down to what I'm going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner ideas. And here are the actual foods that I consume right now. That list grows as I try new things. One of the things I want to try is winter squash, like spaghetti squash. So that's going to go on my list as we get more into fall. I have my fruits, my vegetables, my meat/proteins, condiments, oil, nuts, and seeds. And then I have my personal care products under there as well. For example, this week I really wanted to make a sweet potato and broccoli soup. And the reason was I started out having 2 bags of sweet potatoes 2 bags of broccoli in the freezer. And I wanted to make a broccoli soup because I've done that before, but I used to use heavy cream. So now that I don't use dairy in my God-approved food list, I had to find an alternative. And I looked up recipes and I found one where they use potatoes. But I don't use white potatoes either. So my thought was, well, what about sweet potatoes? So I did find a recipe where they use sweet potatoes. And I got excited about it and wanted to try it. So I added some things to my list, my God-approved food list, which was vegetable broth. And I took that list shopping with me and decided to make the soup, and it turned out great. I even used some of the Asian dressing on a little bit when I had some, and it was delicious. And then I had another bowl another time, and it was really good with just some of the ground turkey put in. It was a meal. It was a 1-dish meal, and it was great. My broth, my peppers, my onions. I'll let that cook down, and then I'll add my peas and my broccoli. Alright, so I'm mashing up my sweet potato that I baked last night in the oven. And here are my peas and my broccoli that are going to go in after my onions and peppers are done. Alright, here we go. All done. It's a little thick. It could use some more broth, but I'm gonna try some different things to add into it. I don't want to add to the whole thing in case I don't like one of the things I try, but I am gonna try to add some flavor into it and see how I like it. The food list also keeps me from impulse buying. And if I do kind of wander around in the store looking for something, I will use this app that I have called, I think it's called Yuka. It's Yuka. And it just tells if the food is bad or poor or good or excellent. And I have purchased or not purchased some things because I know it's going to list some of the ingredients that aren't healthy. It may not be a perfect app, but it does keep me on track. That being said, once I get home, no matter what day I'm purchasing food, I prep. I prep for the entire week. I cook all my proteins. I chop up all my fruits and vegetables that go into my fruit and vegetable salad. I spiralize my zucchini. I make a list of the vegetables that I have that I can match up to some of the proteins that I can eat, so that I have a variety of things that I can eat for lunch and dinner each and every day. And I make sure that I spend time with God in the morning, because now that my food is prepped, I can talk to God about what I'm going to eat during the day, and I am set for each and every day. And the thing that's the most important to me with this plan is I am nutritionally satisfied, and my appetite, my tongue is satisfied, because I enjoy every single food that I get to eat on my God approved food list. Thanks for spending time with me today, going over what I have on my God approved food list. And if you like this video, hit the like button and tell me in the comments if you have a meal plan or how you do your food shopping each and every week. And until next week, which next week we will talk about things to prepare for when you're eating away from home, when you're eating out, when you're with friends, when you're with family, when you're going out for the holiday, whatever the case may be. And there is a way to prepare ahead of time for those events and those activities, or when you're just caught out and you didn't realize or plan on being out, there's still something you can do to make sure that your foods are God approved. So until next week, stay healthy, stay blessed. Bye.